Morning, everyone. You're watching Good for the Game TV. What a week it's been up here in Johannesburg. The suburb I live in's had load shedding, and then when they switched the power back on, things have tripped. We've had probably 12 hours of actual power over the last 3 days, so we've had to cancel a few shows, but I did manage to watch some Sevens rugby, and I thought I'll do a quick preview of day 2 of the Sevens, because this Cape Town Sevens is really hotting up. There won't be any more rugby shows for the balance of the year, but do watch on Tuesday night as we have our last GG Gaming Gone Mad show. And before you watch this video, make sure you subscribe, click on the little bell as well. Make sure you're notified when we're back live and back with our recorded videos early in the new year. I'm going to share my screen as I take you through this. There is the draw, of course, that we can have a look at now for the quarterfinals. And here we have South Africa up against Scotland, Fiji up against Spain, Australia, New Zealand, and USA, England. And I guess the crucial thing is that assuming South Africa and Fiji win, they play each other, and Australia and I suppose England would be favoured. We'll have a look at the betting now. But competitive bottom half of the draw, but I suppose you'd say South Africa and Fiji, the top 2 favourites, are going to meet in the semi-finals. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to Sunbet for the betting. They've got a very nice way of laying out their betting, so we can see it nice and easily there. South Africa against Scotland in the Sevens. You've got South Africa minus 14.5 point favourites here, Scotland plus 14.5. I do think the Blitzboks will win, but I'm not terribly impressed by this Blitzboks sides. I thought the way they lost the game against the New Zealand yesterday, leading by 7 points with 30 seconds on the clock, and they allow their opponents to score twice, was very poor. I just think that we lack some of the big names that we've had in the past, guys who can really break games open. I've been impressed with the likes of Speckman, Werner Cockwool, he always plays well, and I thought Branko de Pree did well when he came on. But for me, we lack the game breakers to probably win the tournament, but 14.5 probably looks a fair handicap. Fiji against Spain. Spain have been the big surprises of this tournament, beating Argentina and giving the USA a good run yesterday before the USA did win clear to beat the handicap. I do think Fiji minus 17.5 is a cracking bet. I'll be getting onto that one. Australia Sevens against New Zealand Sevens. Here we have Australia plus 5.5, New Zealand minus 5.5. I haven't been impressed by New Zealand, but I'm also not yet convinced about Australia. But if anything, I'd be pressed. I would be looking to take Australia on the plus. USA against England. USA minus 2.5, England plus 2.5. This does look a very even game. I don't have any very firm views on that handicap. I know the likes of Oracle Rugby will be posting on his site. We also, of course, I'll just flip over to the Good for the Game forum here where we have the Cape Town Sevens thread. Let's go and have a look at the last post is there. This will be fairly active during the day. Guys post their fancy. So you go into goodforthegame.co.za and you can click on the forum and find the Cape Town Sevens thread. Interesting. One of our shrewder punters, Shaft, is saying, while England underdogs against the US, share a thought. So he's suggesting certainly that England should be favourites for that game. And I must say, on the basis of their performance against Fiji, where they came back to within 2 points yesterday, I was also a little bit surprised at that. So there could well be some value there in England at certainly plus 2.5, or you can get 13-10 on the outright win. Let's just have a quick look at the outright betting. We've got Fiji 6-4, South Africa 5-2, and Australia and USA 7-1. We'll click on here to have a look at them all. Interesting, there's definitely some value in the bottom half of the draw here, isn't there? Because Fiji and South Africa, as we've seen, are going to meet in the semi-finals. So you can get 6-1 and better the teams in the other half of the draw. So if you do fancy any of them strongly, for example, a price of 9-1 England looks pretty tasty. They certainly have a very, very strong chance of making the final. Anything else to look at here? Well, let's just have a look. Gavin Cohen from Oracle Rugby just sent me something. He likes France on the minus. This is in the early games. Canada minus, Zimbabwe and USA minus. And we'll be posting the rest of his fancies on his website as well. So that's it for this Sevens preview then. Have a good one. Subscribe to our channel if you can. And we look forward to seeing you in the new year. Have a good day's punting.